Hey y'all, welcome back to B.A.E's Corner. Books are everything. And today I'm coming to y'all with another Alabama author, man. I'm a nurse now, like a real nurse, a RN. I passed my board, so now I got time. I got time to read before I start my other job. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my hair up for this one, cause baby, let me tell you, this book. As a matter of fact, what I'm doing is I'm doing this review on Married to a Bama Bully. The author pen name is Anique. That's not her real name, but this is her pen name, Anique. Anique. Let me go ahead and get started, boy. Okay, so we start off with our girl Raina. Now, when I was reading this book, let me tell y'all, the first thing that popped up in my mind, everyone that knows me knows I am a Lion King junkie. Like, anything Lion King, I got a whole bunch of Lion King shirts. I love Lion King. Lion King is it for me. I have the DVD. Boom. Like, on hand. So, in my head, I went in, when I read this book, I got halfway in, it's like, okay, it's not based on Lion King per se, but it's more like Lion Queen. Okay, my girl Raina, that's our main character. Raina is the queen. She starts out as like this real dorky girl who grew up in a family that, they like the kingpins and the queenpins, but her mom wasn't into that lifestyle, but her uncle ended up getting sick, so she had to go and get training for this. So she goes to Florida, she gets everything she needs, she come back, she a boss. Okay, so we're going to fast forward to when they're adults. That's when we find out about Jamari. Jamari is Loon. That's her love interest in this story. That would be, okay, you know what? We're going to do it a little different. It's going to be Lion King 2, where we had Kiara and Kovu. Boom. Boom. So Raina is Kiara, and Jamari, that's Kovu. So Kovu is Loon, and Kovu is Loon. So what we're gonna remember is these two are not together. They just work together. They're like friends that have like this strong bond. Now let me tell you, what I love about Jamari, Loon, and Raina is like their love for each other. Like, she know this man like the back of her hand. Like, she know what he want. She gonna get him what he want, and it ain't nothing you can say or, do anything different about it. Like, she know him better than his girl know him. Like a wife. Like that. So, Jamari is like one of those guys, like, he's your average guy. Like, even when he with somebody, it's all about loyalty. Like, it really seems like he has this thing about loyalty, because his girlfriend Lexi, she's a snake. Now, I don't normally call girl fuck girls, so I'm gonna call her a snake. She a snake hoe. That's what she is. Okay, you got fuck boys, you got snake hoes, and she's a snake hoe. Like, I didn't trust her from the beginning. I didn't like her, didn't trust her. Probably won't ever trust her as the series go on. But she's one thing that I did not like about her was her hate for somebody. It allowed her to stoop to just like crazy levels in life. Like, why would you let your hate for somebody just let you stoop to that level? She was irresponsible, she was low down, and like, you blame somebody for something. She victimized herself. Like, she put herself in a situation to where, she caused harm to herself, but you blame somebody else. Females like that make my blood boil. Now, another character in this book that I just love was Jamari's brother, Jamil. I love him because my middle name is Jamil, but he was a rider, and he saw through all of Lexi's bullshit. And, him and Raina's relationship was very brother-sister. Like, it was a scene where Raina get out of jail, and she hadn't even been in there that long, but, he was like, I just want to make sure you still got your cookies. Like, make sure Big Bertha didn't take them. And it was just like a lighthearted moment, but it was real. Because if you've ever like had a brother, an older brother or older cousin or something like that. Like that's how the relationship go. Like they don't really treat you like a girl, but they always have like little crazy little side comments and stuff. And I like that about it. Another thing that I liked about this book, is based in Birmingham. A lot of the places that they mention, I know exactly where they are. The Galleria, 280. Now let's go back to the Galleria. Now, one of the scenes where Lexi and Raina get into it is at the Galleria, and she spends a little while in the Hoover jail. Like at this point right now in Alabama, the city of Hoover is not where black people would want to be. So even though this was then and this is now what has happened, it's like now, like even that little mention in there about Hoover don't play, like that city, like the police officers there, nobody wants to be there ever. Like you never want to get caught in Hoover. There's certain places you don't want to get caught by the police, and Hoover is definitely one of them. It was another scene in the book where she go pick up her friend. I think her friend lives like on 280 or whatever, and she like blowing the horn, and she was like, girl, this ain't Ensley. I know exactly what Ensley is. Like Ensley is like the hood. Like some of the best people have come out of Ensley, don't get me wrong, but it is, it's the hood. So like when she said that, I think the first time when I read this book and I saw that, I was like, oh shit, they really from Alabama. Like they really know. I went and found her on Facebook because I was like, you really from Alabama? Like you ain't just like know about Alabama. Know about these neighborhoods. I was like, okay. This is when I realized we really got like some Alabama authors, and some that I possibly could have bumped into in real life. I've never met her before, but today I just found out she's related to one of my classmates. I went to Ramsey, and her cousin and I went to school, and we were like in dance class together. That's how crazy it is. I don't know if y'all remember from one of my previous reviews where I said like the thing about Alabama or Birmingham is like you can know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that know you, and that's crazy. And this book goes to show that because everybody is related. Now back to Lexi. Lexi is like what you like to call a jump off. Like Lexi is something serious, but I can see where her jealousy comes from. It's at the beginning of the book, you kind of notice the tone. Like I said, the relationship between Loon and Raina is crazy because like it's almost like they know each other beyond a friendship. Y'all, it's a secret that's going on in this book, and when I tell you, like, you could tell that something was going on, but you really don't know until that last page. That cliffhanger, the cliffhanger that she put in this book, really will make you go back and read the entire book, and you're gonna be like, that explains it. That explains all of it, like to a T. But then it makes you wonder, like why are we here if that's the situation? I really want to know. So let me tell y'all one of the issues that I have. I don't even think she came out with part 2 yet. So like right now, I'm just waiting, and I want to know. I really want to know what happened, and what's like what side of town are they from? Because I don't think you said where they're from. I know one of the homegirl. I know Lexi homegirl is from Ensley and stuff like that, and I could pretty much tell. Like, are they from like? I feel like they're from like the west side. I'm getting like a real west side vibe from Jamari and Jamil. Raina, I really feel like Raina probably from like the Homewood area, which will still be kind of west side-ish. But I really enjoyed this book. Like I said, y'all, like, I kid you not, this is a 5-star book. Let me tell you why it's a 5-star book. Because when I read this book, I automatically, even though her name, y'all, let me tell you, her name is Anique. That's her author name. But I went and found her on Facebook, the actual author of this book, because I just wanted to like chase her and be like, when part 2 ready. And even if you ain't got part 2 right now, like, you from Alabama, like, you really from Alabama, like, this is a great book. So I would tell y'all to go read it. I'm not going to tell y'all a lot about the book. I'm not going to give it away. I don't think she's done part 2 yet. Maybe if y'all harass her with me, we can get a part 2. But the book was good. Even if you're not from Alabama, like, none of this stuff will really matter to you, but it matters to me because I am from Alabama. But the book was well written. I'm not sure which publishing company she belongs to, but this is a great book to me. And a lot of the characters were relatable. I'm not a queen pin or nothing like that, but I can relate to a lot of the situations that were going on, especially like with the way Lexi is and, you know, loving somebody and the brotherly friendships. I liked it. I love the book. Y'all need to go read it. Go check it out. Tell me what y'all think about the book and let her know, because authors deserve to know what you think. But don't be coming in there being crazy with y'all comments and stuff like that, because like I said, this is like a 5-star book and we can agree to disagree, but she don't need to be slept on. Like, she came with it. Y'all see my notes? Like, I do fishbone crazy notes. I got like 2 pages of these, but y'all go read that book and give her y'all feedback. I don't think she's one of those artists that be like, you know, I only want positive. I think we all can grow from negative, but don't sleep on her. Like, she is not the one to be slept on. Go and holler at her and let her know I sent you. Buy the book, even if it's on Kindle Unlimited. Y'all already know how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put the bookies group, then I'm gonna put the name of her book title, and her Facebook page, and my disclaimer. Any books that I review, whether I bought, you know, like whether it's on Kindle Unlimited or I paid for it, like with my cash or my husband's cash, I bought these books. Nobody paid for a review. This is something that I love to do. I love to read, so why not review? But I hate typing. I don't have the time for that. So I give y'all these video reviews. And remember, at the end of the day, books are everything. Thank y'all for coming to B.A.E.'s Corner again. And go check that book out. I promise you, you will not regret it. You'll love it. Even if you're not from Alabama. Don't sleep on her. Don't sleep on her.